Things are actually changing a little bit now. Ty's actually changing directions on this build. What's up? I'm Swall Dog. I like to build cool stuff. We're back. We're gonna weld on the front Motobilt half kit. And let me just show you real quick what we got going on. This is actually the older style, so there's two versions of this. If you bought this kit before, I think it was, they said October of 2021, which is what this one is, then it's got a different set of instructions than the newer style. They're both on the website, but it's pretty straightforward. So on this setup, so I think the other ones go down farther, like I think it's longer, but this one, it indexes off of this bolt hole on both sides. So basically it gives you a bracket that screws in here and shows you where to cut it, I think. Ty did all the cutting on this, got it all ready. I'm just gonna get it welded on. I got it leveled up. So you bolt it on there, bolt it on the same on the other side. And then you bolt this front kit, this front piece on. Anyways, I've got it all sitting here, leveled up. I leveled the back. I mean, it's sitting on jack stands. So we got it leveled the best we could, front to back. And now we're just gonna weld it up. Okay, got the frame all welded up. It's actually been a few days. What I did, I actually ratchet strapped the rear of the frame to the rear axle so it sat level. I just used a big level across the top, and then made sure the frame was level, and then just kind of leveled the front using I've got it on jack stands, but then using like a high lift jack and come along to pull it down. I use the axle as a counterweight, just kind of level it up, and then I just welded it up. It's got these pins or these bolts here that index it, and it really didn't, I mean, it was pretty square. Like, it didn't really have much movement. It was a pretty tight fit. But now, so, things are actually changing a little bit now. I don't want to spoil the surprise, but let's be honest, by the time I get this video edited, Ty's gonna have a video edited and made, and probably be even farther along because I'm so far behind. But Ty's actually changing directions on this build. He's actually gonna go full on buggy now. So he's not even gonna use the Jeep frame and tub. He's taking the whole drivetrain, and my buddy Nick is gonna build him a chassis. Him and Nick are actually coming over today. I gotta finish pulling the rear axle out of the back of this, and then Ty's gonna take his frame and tub, either part it out or sell it, because it's a nice setup. But anyways, and then we're gonna take the drivetrain probably over to Nick's. Nick's designing up a chassis for him, so it's gonna be pretty sweet. And then I don't know, and Nick's gonna make it a roller, and then I don't know what's gonna happen, what the plan is after that. But I think that's why we're gonna meet up today and get a plan together on what's gonna happen. So hopefully it'll be done by car show in the spring. It's November right now, so we got a few months, but that's the goal. So let's get this rear axle torn out. Man, look at this mess though. Man, all this grinding from all the old brackets and everything, like, and cutting it off, it's just nasty. I'm gonna zip tie all this stuff up out of the way though, just so it doesn't fall, and then start getting that rear axle torn out. Okay, so Ty came over. Nick was actually here for a second. We talked about some Jeep stuff, and then Ty actually had the great idea to pull this rear axle out. He's like, let's just put the front of the Jeep on the trailer, pull the rear axle out, and then slide it the rest of the way on, which is what we did, except we actually had to slide it back just a little bit because the upper control arms mount on the inside of the frame, and we had to be able to get the wrench. Where the access hole was from the bottom of the bracket, since it was sitting on the trailer. So we had to slide it back a little bit. It's a little sketch. Now we're just gonna roll with it and see if we can get it to slide back up on. Well, that worked awesome. Freaking Motobilt front end held up. Solid. Get her strapped down and on its way. That's gonna wrap up this video. Ty just left. TJ body's gone. Now we just got axles, motor, transmission, transfer case. Get some of this stuff squared away, organized, and see what happens getting this buggy happening. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be way awesome. I'm stoked on it. Ty's stoked on it. Nick better be stoked on it. I think he's stoked on it too. He was telling me about the subframe that he's designing for that's gonna be awesome. Probably in the next video, I'm gonna start tearing into the motor. We're gonna put a smaller oil pan on it, like the F-body style oil pan, because it's got the truck oil pan on it. I'll probably tear all the wiring and everything off of it. And then we need to change the input shaft on the Atlas so it will mate, so it'll bolt up to the 4L80. We've got the adapter from Advanced Adapters. We went over all those parts in another video. So yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, got something from it, like it, subscribe it, share it, do whatever you want. Until next time, go build something cool. Later.